Good evening, YouTube. Home Theater Joe. Back here with you for round two this evening. And as usual, I hope y'all are happy, healthy, and doing well. Myself and a community member were having a conversation this morning, in the comments section about calibration and, bandings, stuff like that. But I always ask one question right off the bat whenever I'm whenever I'm having these conversations in the comment section. That is, have you calibrated your display? And overwhelmingly the answer is no, I have not. So I am of the opinion that I think that 95% of display owners, probably they run out here and they buy their display, they put it on the wall, that's that. After that, maybe another 10-15% may acquire some kind of DVD or read some instruction on how to use the user settings to try to manually adjust the picture to their liking. So overall, it's just not a large group of people that even care about calibration. I think it's vital, all right? And I want to explain or give my perspective on one of the thought processes behind it. And why I think it's, a doable necessity in my mind. Why I think it's a reasonable necessity. So here we have the X-Rite Pro. So it's $260. I use the X-Rite Display Pro Plus because it will read up to 2000 nits brightness, but that's not why I purchased it. I purchased it because supposedly reading the black levels at the lower levels, less than 1% or whatever, were more sensitive, supposed to be reading blacks. And obviously, I'm an OLED owner, so I wanted my black levels to be on point. That's why I went with the Pro Plus. Having said that, it is more expensive. So you can get your Display Pro for $260. Just keep that in mind. Sony A90J. Originally, I had looked up the LG C1, but I thought, hey, people are just going to eventually think I'm a shill for LG and I work for them. So, yeah, I said, let's throw this up there, the exact same price, right? So, the 65A80J right now is $1,800. After taxes, you're going to pay $1,900, probably like $1,910, $1,907. So you've made a $2,000 investment essentially. I kind of did this out of order. Should have done that one first. All right. Portrait displays. Coming home for Sony, $145. So let's say $150 and what, $260. So now we're at $410. So I can spend another $410 and give that to my $2,000 investment in order to maximize the potential of my purchase. As I said, the majority of display owners and the majority of people out here at Best Buy, 95% of those people are just going to go home and put their TV on a wall. And they're never gonna even worry about calibration. That number might be, okay, maybe it's 90%, 85%, whatever. But the vast majority overall never display anything. So that's one of my messages, to the people in my community, man. It's not all about firmware updates. Firmware updates, they're not gonna make your display reach its full potential. They're just not. Those are things that are designed to really be bug fixes. They were never designed, I don't think, to bring newer features. This is just what companies sold us. And it's kind of ridiculous. But LG happens to be really good at their firmware update stuff, in my opinion. The majority of their stuff is good and works well. Some of it doesn't. And I hear a lot of talk, hey, my older TV, I don't get updates for it because these companies, they don't update it. LG does. I beg to differ. I look at the charts all the time. LG is still updating E6 model, B6, C6 models. That's crazy to me. So, you know, I just recently got rid of my, they were updating that thing. You know, it never stopped. So I just think that LG is a good company for that. And anyway, I don't know. Sorry, talking about Sony. But yeah, firmware updates, they're not going to make your picture, you know, better. And it's just, you know, for me, I was just ignorant, man. I just always assumed when I was buying the best TV that I was going to have the best picture, regardless. I was wrong as wrong can be. So, I just want to implore people, man. I think that number's like, for me, it's 1,800. I've said it before, but let's just make it easy and say right around 2K. If you're spending near 2K on a display, I think it behooves you. I think it's a necessity to take another $410 to put towards your $2,000 investment and just watch it flourish. It's incredible, man. I don't think it's talked about enough. You know, we talk about whole lots of things when it comes to displays in this community, but we don't talk about calibration enough, I think, and the masses don't do it enough. So that's just something I've always wanted to push, man. And sorry for mixing that up and getting that out of order, but yeah, I mean, so if we're gonna just spend $2,000 on a display, $1,900, we might as well spend another $410, right? And what I like about my perspective is you can go by the display. I don't care if you have a liquid crystal display or an OLED, mini LED, whatever. That TV is going to need some breaking time. Yeah, before you can calibrate it anyway. So, hey, go get your display, put it on the wall, admire it, whatever. Make sure there's no defects and you don't have to take it back. But other than that, just, man, hang out with it. Get to know it. Get to know the user settings, the user menu settings. And, yeah, have fun with it. And then, you know, a month or so later, you know, 200 hours on that display. Calibrate away, man, 410 bucks. So, yeah, this might have been a terrible waste of time, but it's something that also I'm really passionate about, man, when it comes to home theater. So, yeah, as well as my audio in my theater, I really want to make sure the video is on point, you know. So, I think I can wrap a medium-sized bow. Yep, medium-sized bow on this one. If you have, anyone has any questions or comments, good, bad, or indifferent, I want to encourage you to put them down below because it just helps the community, and I really appreciate that. So that would be good. And yeah, guess we know what time it is now. As always, thank you for listening. Be good. Be safe.